What up, y'all? We are back for another wonderful, absolutely fabulous day of basketball. It is We Ball in Two podcast. It's me, Deb. We got Coach Ani. Um, so we want to talk about, it's Championship Sunday, but we want to talk about what happened yesterday a little bit. So we're
Correct.
gonna start off talking about the LSU South Carolina game because that is the big game of the weekend up until now. So
Right.
let's let's get into it. Um, Great game.
Yeah, I thought it was one of the best games of the season.
Great game. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I have to agree with you on that one. Out of all the games that we watched, even the first meeting was good,
Yes.
but I think it I think it turned out to be better than what we thought it was going to be because everyone was so concerned about where Tessa was on the court that they forgot that Raven is a shooter too.
Exactly.
And so that's what made it great. And the frustration of her just coming down and walking into a three or getting it and knocking the three down, going to the basket, doing whatever she wanted
Right.
to do
Right.
on the
Well,
court.
one other thing too, though, you have to say that my laser had a bounce back game. She played terrible in the game
She did.
against them, and she came back and she balled
Yeah.
out. And she did. She balled out. I mean, I can't say she had too many turnovers because she only had two. I can't really say that
Hmm.
she did too much wrong in that game. So I
Yeah.
thought that she balled out. I thought she made the necessary adjustments from the day before, and
Yeah.
she had a great game to me.
Yeah, I think in regards to like turnovers for both teams, they were pretty much even. There wasn't a whole lot of turnovers on each side. There
Yeah,
wasn't a whole lot of foul calls on each side, which I appreciated. The refs kind of let them play through
right.
a lot of it. There were some pretty, I think, some ticky tack fouls that they called on Medina in the beginning of the game. And I think that kind of threw her off because she never really got into a rhythm. I think she was like
Yeah,
one
yeah.
of
Until the end of the
seven.
game, I thought,
Yeah,
boy,
to the
we
end of the
really need
game.
you to do something here. So
Yeah, she hit those two shots at the end that really helped, kind of change the trajectory or turn the tide a little
yes,
bit. But
yeah, yeah, she sure did.
yeah,
I thought she
but
still played solid though. She had 13
yeah,
rebounds. I thought she still played solid. She just couldn't hit a shot. She
yeah.
couldn't even hit a layup. I'm like, there's
Well,
nobody under here that's blocking your shot.
also, what I noticed as my brother and I were watching the game yesterday was that she was pausing. So when she had the open shot, she would pause to think about it before she just went up.
Yeah,
Instead of it just being automatic where
right,
she turns,
right,
pop, goes up, lays the ball up, she was thinking about it and she was missing because of that. I think if she was
right.
just turning around doing what she normally does, like what we've seen her do previously, she probably would have easily had 15 points if she would have just turned around and went up. And I think Raven told her on the bench, like, "Hey, I need you to shoot. I need you to shoot. Just shoot it." You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's when she turned around and hit that shot, that mid range shot. After that,
Yeah,
um, but I think sometimes she just gets, I think, in her head a little bit too much. And it's funny how sometimes it'll be the bigs going off, and sometimes
right,
the uh, it'll be the guards going off. And today it was the guards,
right.
Tanaya and Raven. You
And
know,
then um what's what's her name? That's terrible. I just had her name in my Joyce. She did what Joyce does.
yeah,
18 rebounds, I think 11. I mean 18 points, 11 rebounds, I
yeah,
think. So
yeah,
she did what Joyce does. I seen her interview where she was talking about that she felt like she played really bad in the last game they played LSU. So she
hmm
was gonna get to it in this game.
and
So
she
that's
did.
good.
She absolutely did.
Yeah, I
Um,
mean, all I can do is do like this for Raven. Raven played. She lights out, baby.
yes, she did.
Raven put everybody on notice.
She did. She
Everybody
said,
on notice
she
because
said,
this
"I'm
is a
top
national
five."
game.
Yeah, she said, "I'm top five," and I don't know why y'all not noticing it until now. Like
She
this has
put
been
everybody
me.
on notice. I
Yes,
mean,
she
her
did.
shot is looking so much. It's just looking.
Yes,
you got to play defense on her. If you don't, you're
You
gonna get
do.
ate up. She gonna
Absolutely.
be, and she's gonna take that shot. She feels comfortable. She's stepping into it. It's going.
Mhm.
It ain't bouncing around. It's going straight through that net. It's like
Absolutely.
right through there. She's making all the right decisions. You know, I love Raven. I always have. I used to be a point guard in high school, so I'm always leaning towards the point guard. So, and I'll tell you, if she was bad, she was bad. But Raven ain't been bad. I don't know when Raven's been bad. I seen Raven have a couple of mistakes here and there, but not in
Mhm.
this game.
She had 1 turnover in this game.
Yeah,
8 assists and 1 turnover.
yeah.
That's incredible.
It was a great win for South Carolina.
I agree.
But I want to talk about
Please.
something else about LSU. What I
Okay.
seen LSU.
Mhm.
LSU's locker room and I don't know
Oh,
what's going on with the locker room, the coaches.
yeah.
I don't know what's going on. And I'm serious. That was, that was like the second or third time I seen that, them yelling at each other and
Yeah.
pushing each other and they pushing the coach. And that's, to me, that's unacceptable. I would
Yeah.
have set all them down. 1, 2, 3, have a seat.
Yeah.
Because they were yelling, and I mean, it was, and then Michaela was yelling, and she pushed the coach, and that's just uncharacteristic. I don't know if it's uncharacteristic. We just ain't never seen it before,
Yeah.
but that is something that people they got it on replay. You know, you can't do nothing these days. They're gonna replay that
Everything.
back and
They're
forth,
like,
and
we see
yeah,
everything.
oh yeah, they're gonna replay that. I knew that I was gonna find a replay for it, and I
Yeah.
said, "This is crazy." I
Yeah.
thought Milky should have just stopped everybody. You know what I'm saying?
And
But
I
in the heat of
again,
the moment, I understand, but you yelling at them girls is freshmen.
yeah.
There's a way that you got to talk to them, and this is one of the biggest games they've ever played in their entire life. So you got to be, to me, you got to just communicate in a different way. You can't be yelling at people in their face, and you know what I'm saying? It was just
Yeah.
to me, it was awful. So I don't know if Milky's lost the team because this is like the second time I've seen this happen that they was yelling at each other. The big girl, what's the big girl's name?
Oh,
She was going off a couple times the last game and this game, and
yeah.
then the freshman that me and you like, she was going off. It's
Jada
like
Rashard, yeah.
hold your
Composure.
emotions.
Yeah.
You got to hold that
Yeah.
down
You gotta
and
reel it back
to
in.
really back in and fight through that
Mhm.
because the whole team looked like it was just off kilter, like it was. And man, if I was a coach, I would have had it. Man, we would have had a come to Jesus meeting after this game. I'd have been
Absolutely.
like, "This is unnecessary. This is unacceptable, and we're not having it. I don't care who you are."
Right.
And then again, I thought that they left Flage on the bench way too long. And I know that Malaysia was having a great game, and I don't think she comes in from Malaysia comes in for her, but the point guard was killing it
Yeah,
on
she was.
LSU.
She had a
She was playing.
Yeah, because she didn't have a good game against them the first time, so she definitely redeemed herself in this
Yes,
game
yes.
yesterday.
They just
Absolutely.
couldn't get over the hump. It came down to South Carolina making plays and them not making plays.
Correct. Yeah. That's basically what it boiled down to, and the fact that Raven is a winner, and when you need a big shot, when you need something big to happen, you know, put the ball in our hands. And guaranteed something good is going to come of it if you put the ball in
Correct.
our hands.
She's
Of
gonna get it to
course,
the right person. She's gonna
that
get it
that
to the
shot
right
by
person.
Medina at the end when she came through and
Yeah,
did the step, yeah,
yeah.
that right there. But again, that goes back to Raven because was in our ear like, "Yo,
Take it, go.
go do what you need to
Yeah,
do." And Raven is a great point guard. Period. Point blank. She's just an amazing leader, and she's also an amazing person. If you ever have the opportunity to meet her, communicate with her, I promise you, you will not be disappointed. She is so
yeah,
sweet. Genuinely, there's nothing fake about it. And I'll say the same thing about Flage too. Very, 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 very kind and gracious people who
yeah.
they're not above their egos are not above the game or anything. They're really just very good people.
You know, I was looking at, they was showing Flage on the bench, and I was thinking that Flage probably sitting there like, come on, WNBA, get me out of here. I'm serious. Get me out of, this is chaos. It's chaos. It's just too much. Just get, come on, let's go on to the next step. You know what I'm saying? And I'm serious. That's what I was looking at. When I was looking at her, because she was talking to somebody and she just did like this, like, I don't know what to. So it just didn't, the whole group, it's like, you guys are right there in the game. Why are you arguing with each other?
Right.
You're only down like 6 points. That's 2
I think also,
possessions.
because Malaysia was right when she said to the big, like, hey, you got to just set the screen. Like, I know the time is running. I see the clock.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. I've been playing ball for a long time. I see the clock. Like, I get it. But I need you to set the screen. Don't be focused on what the clock is doing.
You don't have the ball anyway, so why are you doing that? Do what you do.
Do what you do.
He was trying to tell her, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you in the way. Like, either you're gonna either set the screen or get out the way.
Either pick one. Make a choice.
Right. And I think that's what she was telling her. Like, hey, listen, I need you to set the screen or get out the way. You was in the way for me to get the shot off.
Yeah. Yeah. Great game though. Great for women's basketball. Sure. I would like to see what the ratings were for that game again.
I'm sure they're gonna show it. I'm sure
the first game, I believe they said it was 1.2 million or 1.
I'm sure there was way more than that. This is the tournament. This is big time. This is really what it really matters.
So we shall see. What we're gonna get back into, of course, today's game for South Carolina. I'm gonna go through the games that are going on today because it is Championship Sunday. So we've got some games happening currently. Louisville and Duke are playing. It's tied 4-4 in the first quarter. So then we have at 2:15 Iowa and UCLA. I would like to see Iowa win this game. I just want to see UCLA lose. But
I'm going with UCLA.
UCLA is going to win.
I don't like Iowa at all, so
I don't either, and I think that's because I'm in Illinois. We just everything on the campus of the University of Illinois that has Iowa on it, the picture is upside down. If you go anywhere on that campus, Iowa is upside down. I promise you. And it has been that way. I grew up in that town. It has been that way since I can remember.
Yeah.
Everything, it's upside down. That's the only team that has their logo.
I don't like Iowa. I'm never gonna like Iowa. So I'm gonna root for UCLA.
UCLA is.
But I don't think Iowa's got nothing for UCLA.
No, they don't. They don't. And shout out to Illinois that actually did really well in this tournament. So I was very proud of them for making it as far as they did and playing the way they did. They beat Michigan State, I believe. They did really well. So shout out to them for a change because we were on.
Let's go because we were talking about them last week.
Yeah. So I'm happy for them. Creighton.
Me too. I want them to do well
because I thought that it was going to be Villanova and UConn. That was my prediction, and Creighton beat Villanova, and I'm shocked by that. So it's Creighton and UConn probably winning by 50 over Creighton. That's at 2:30 on Peacock.
I didn't even know Creighton was in the ACC because they used to be in Missouri Valley.
The Big
they changed to the ACC?
The Big East.
The Big East. I didn't even know that they used to be in the Missouri Valley.
Oh, Creighton
for
did?
a long time. So I didn't even know they had moved.
Yeah. They probably should have stayed where they were. Well, I don't know, because UConn is just going to win every year. That has to be boring.
UConn needs to be moved. That's who needs to move.
Yeah. And then we have the West Virginia versus TCU, and that's at 5 p.m.
So West Virginia beat
let me see.
We talked about it yesterday.
Yes, we did. West Virginia beat Colorado by a point.
Oh, Ow, that's ugly. That hurts.
Yeah. 48-47.
Oh man, that hurts.
Yeah.
That really does.
Yeah. So, um, unfortunately,
I was
yeah,
hoping that Colorado could squeak that out and get that win.
and they did not. They did
I
not. And
know
I
they
was
was
wrong
hurt.
about Illinois. It was actually Iowa that beat Michigan 59-42. So I don't know where I saw the Illinois score, but I thought they played somebody and won, but I guess
They
maybe
did.
not.
They did, but I don't remember who it was.
Okay,
But
so
they
I'm
did.
not tripping. Okay.
No, you're not
Okay.
tripping.
All right. So let me get back to today's games. So yeah, that game's at 5 p.m. on West Virginia TCU, 5 p.m. On ESPN, and then of course we have the big game of the day that everybody is probably going to be watching, which is Texas and South Carolina. That game is at 3 p.m.
Yeah, so TCU's coming on after.
Yes,
So those
they're
three games are coming on back to back to back.
yes. So
And then
it'll be it's
is this is
Louisville,
this is this tournament, is this Sunday where they do all the
the brackets.
yeah.
I don't know if they come out today or tomorrow.
It's usually on Sunday.
It might be it or it could be when does the I don't even know when the tournament starts. Because it goes into April. So I'm not sure when the tournament starts, but yeah.
It's like
So
3 weeks. The tournament's like 3 weeks.
it may come out today. The brackets may happen today after all of the um, after
I have to
all
look for that.
of
I thought it was, but maybe not. I thought
yeah,
it was though. Sunday evening.
could be. So
So what's your
today
prediction? Texas over South Carolina?
I I don't like predicting these games. Um I like to just watch it and see what happens. I'll let you do the prediction for this game. I know you said you feel like Louisville is going to beat Duke. We know
Mhm.
UCLA is going to beat Iowa. We know UConn is going to beat Creighton. And West Virginia TCU, honestly, I just feel like even though West Virginia is playing well, TCU they're on a
Yeah,
mission
yeah,
currently.
yeah. They're gonna win
Um,
that, and it's gonna be a good game today. South Carolina against Texas.
yeah,
South Carolina is about to get that get back today. They're gonna get that get back today.
okay, okay.
It's gonna be a
I,
tight game. It's not gonna be like they running through the
yeah,
No, it's only way it wouldn't be is everybody on the team comes to play.
yeah,
We need Joyce to play. We need Tessa. We need Tessa to play better.
yeah.
We need the big girl to play better. We just need everybody to come play today
Everybody needs to
and put
be
it all out there today. I know Raven's gonna
absolutely.
play, but you do have to understand is the point guard for Texas is going to play defense from the one end to the next end.
Oh
They're
yeah,
going to do pressure defense. They're one of the best defensive teams in the nation.
yeah.
So you have to be ready for that, and that wears you out.
Hmm.
And they've been playing 3 days, and so has Texas. So both of them is on 3 days. So you can't use that as an excuse. You just got to execute, and you
Right,
can't get rattled. And if you do that, you execute. South Carolina is the better team all the way down,
right.
but we have to play defense as well.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
We have to play
I agree.
defense. We got to play smart.
All right. So those are the games for today. Those are the predictions for the day. We'll come back and do another video and talk about how the games went.
Sure.
Currently, Louisville is up 15-6 over Duke. You did say Louisville's gonna win the game, so we shall see. I'm
I
always
don't
gonna
think
root
Duke is
against.
that good. That's the reason why I feel like Louisville's a better team. That's just
Mm, okay. All right. Well, thanks for tuning in for another episode of We Ballin' Two podcast. Please like, share, subscribe. Follow us on all our social media outlets. It's the same name on everything. And we'll catch you on the next one.
have a good day. Watch good basketball today.
Watch basketball today.
Yes.
Absolutely. All right, y'all.